So I was up at, well, before the sun this morning because it's our first trip in our Class A motorhome. We're gonna be getting ready this morning, getting everything packed and ready for the trip, and we'll be rolling out soon. We're planning a stop at Walmart to get odds and ends that we might need. Let's get started. So we have a spot further up in the yard that we're putting a carport. We're gonna have that built. I'll try to do a video for that. And so we back the motorhome right up here to the garage, are able to load and pack from the house this way. Makes it really easy. Boy, it's a behemoth. I'm used to seeing the travel trailer parked in here, and it doesn't, the travel trailer doesn't hide the house like this thing does. Gee. So all of these bells and whistles that we have already surfaced. Owen helped me park it here next to the garage, and I got him to operate the hydraulic jacks, which was sort of a new thing. He had always been our jack guy with the cordless drill. Now his job is pressing the button, which he liked. I can tell you one thing that has not changed going to a motorhome is it is almost 11 o'clock. We are still bringing things into the motorhome, basket after basket. As much as we've done this, we still don't have a handle on how to make it easy to get out of town quickly or get out of the house quickly. So leave a comment below. How many of you guys have to just eventually say enough is enough and get everybody in the car? I'm hoping it's others besides just us. Well, the battery on my good camera died. We cannot get out of the driveway. Our driveway has a pretty good slope to it, and we started spinning on the way up. I think the ground's a little wet too. So Cindy's moving some cars so I can get back on the concrete, and we're gonna make a more running start at it, and hopefully we can get up the hill. So we're backing up as far as we can. Alright.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, I'm just gonna go. We'll get it. Ready? And we're up, but it was sliding some still. All right, well, there's our first motorhome lesson is don't get 22,000 pounds down in a hole. It's a little harder to get it out. Nice job. I'm offending all the guys. Buying a house, you do have to have everything orderly. And to make a movie, you gotta have everything orderly.
Hey Dad, this one last one. Cool.
Cool.
Who's cool? What?
Ethan must be this card. Oh, I got two that could be. I think we're gonna go with.
You're showing the car. It's illegal. Won't get copyrighted. Ban him.
Owen just saw my whole hand. Who's voting on this?
He is.
Owen. Well, now that I know who's voting, I know what I have to pick. You saw my whole hand.
He's looking good.
Here we are, just minutes from leaving, and
Glad you could join us.
and we are going to just tell you some of our thoughts about. This is our first experience ever in a Class A motorhome. Let's start with the outside. When we first got here and set up, any thoughts on how setup was?
Setup was pretty easy. I mean, all we had to do was put chocks behind the wheels, and that was it.
Pushing the button was the worst part. It's not too fun to push a button if you didn't know.
I don't know what I did.
Mom didn't have a job.
I didn't have a job.
And what was my job?
I put the lamp out.
She put the lamp. I didn't have a job either, really. What did I do? I kind of
hooked up the stuff.
we had to plug in the power and plug in the water hose.
Actually, I did the power.
Boy, we weren't having to hassle with a weight distribution hitch.
Oh yeah.
No.
Up and down and up and down and get on the Andersons and get on. So the
turning the air on, so it wasn't. It was.
Oh yeah, it was already comfortable in here. We were set up before I knew it happened.
We're a little confused. Yeah. We're confused, like we're missing something.
The inside, let's start in the back. The master suite, the bedroom. Of course, you guys, well, you did get to use the bedroom some.
We did.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a little bit. But Mom and I, the bedroom, very nice, plenty of room, plenty of storage, more than we've ever had. I like that I'm able to walk around without like squeezing my shoulders sideways. I don't like that there's a window where our headboard would be, and we knew that when we were shopping, that we wanted one with the little side windows instead of the headboard window.
But you gotta compromise sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, we bought this, we spent a lot less money than we would have buying something new. As far as sleeping, what did I call it? The sleeping chamber. Because so the boys sleep out here in this sofa.
Yeah.
We get them up in the morning after we get up, and they migrate to our bed. So all four of us have gotten an experience in the sleeping chamber. Well, it was like a crypt. I mean, it's quiet. I couldn't tell. I'd wake up. I had no idea if the sun was up.
The toilet space could be a bit bigger, but to fix that, you could just keep the door open.
So the toilet room is a toilet and a sink, and it's got its own door, and you can close it off. It is a little tight if the door is closed. But fortunately, there's two sets of pocket doors. I leave the toilet room door open and just shut those pocket doors, and then my knee can kind of get out. When you sit and Well,
No one wants to know.
No,
these
Yeah,
you
things.
we
skip
want-
that.
y'all
Skip that
get-
part.
y'all get what we're saying. The shower.
Oh, it's a good shower.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's decent.
Compared to our travel trailer showers,
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah. This one's much better than that.
like much better. Like this one is, to me, is really close to the home shower. The water flow, like the water pump. You know, our travel trailer had this water pump. You'd turn the water, you'd hear the pump run, and every couple of seconds the pump's running, and your pressure's kind of changing a little bit based on the pump. And this one, the water kind of flows just like it does at the house.
Yeah.
And that was really nice. The shower is big enough that I can bend down and wash legs and stuff, and I'm not, bumping up against cold walls. I like the space for the bathroom. It's a split bathroom that you walk through to get to the bedroom, and when you close the pocket doors, that big open space from the bathroom is part of the bedroom, and I can stand there and get dressed without leaning against walls. Your clean clothes you can have laid out on the bed, and it just
Flows nice.
flows. It's a lot like home. We'll move into the living space now, which you're seeing part of. It's got opposing slides. It's a triple slide motorhome, and the kitchen and the living space open up. And I measured it actually from the outside. It's like 12 feet wide with both slides open. We all did whatever we felt like doing, and nobody ever bumped into each other.
Yeah.
I mean, you could walk around. If mom's here at the kitchen, we didn't get in her way, she didn't get in our way. Kids could be watching TV and mom at the kitchen, and I could still walk through. The dinette, I think the boys sat at it.
Yeah.
I tend to not sit at it because the table is a little low, so getting my legs under it is not easy. I mean, I can.
And it was nice because it actually rained a little bit while on our trip, and we could all be in here and not, be on top of each other like that.
Remember our days being stuck in that 15-foot trailer on a rainy day? You literally are laying on top of each other waiting for the rain to stop.
Me and Owen slept on the sleeper sofa.
It was pretty good.
Did you feel the pipes?
No, we didn't
No.
feel the pipes, no.
Now, the second night, Owen slept on the dinette, which makes into a bed.
So the dinette does convert into a bed, and it's a bit harder than the master bedroom or this couch's mattress. But it'll do if you have company over. I mean, it's not meant for taller people like me, because I was scrunched up for most of the night.
When the driver's seat and passenger seat spin around, they truly do transform into being part of the living space. It's like a recliner or a chair in the house. We could fit 6 people right here, talking in a little circle, and it'd be very comfortable. Plus, you could have another 4 at the dinette. I mean, you could have 8 people sitting in here, and not be on top of each other. We were all shocked when we first heard the surround sound system.
It was pretty good sound on.
Yeah, it sounds really good. There's a subwoofer, and with the TV, we all sit like this, and we have to get like an ottoman for these chairs to make them comfortable. Boy, we could all sit around and have a bowl of popcorn and watch a movie.
So now the kitchen. First off, I gotta say the convection microwave oven. Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
It's amazing.
yeah.
I've never used one, and I used it a lot this weekend to give it a try, and I really love it. Yeah.
What did we make in it?
Popcorn, we made.
Well, that was the microwave, but what did Mom bake in it?
Oh yeah, cookies and cinnamon rolls this morning.
And pizza.
Pizza.
So we baked 3 different things in it.
The kitchen sink, there's two sides and they're the same size. I kind of wish one was a little bit bigger, or maybe just make it a whole one.
Yeah, not
So I
even
can-
have a divider.
Yeah, not have a divider because the pans kind of don't fit quite well in there. The counter is deep, which makes it nice to put your coffee pot. You can leave that out and things, it's not in the way.
Yeah, you got a whole row of appliances on the back of the counter, and then you still have your counter space in front of that.
I do wish still there was more counter space because we cook a lot. We tend to not eat out. To be able to cook in here and have more counter space to make the plates and all that kind of thing would be nice. But other than that, I can make it work. It works. So the fridge is a propane, and we did want that.
Yeah, and we're filming this in 2018, and right now it's very popular for these RVs to get away from propane appliances and towards residential refrigerators, and we felt pretty strongly that we wanted a propane fridge because we spend a lot of time not on electric.
Yeah.
And so when we're boondocking, I just don't want to make the investment in solar right now to be able to run a residential fridge. I think it's probably going to be the future of motorhomes as battery technology gets better and better. What did you think of the size? Because we had a 6 cubic foot fridge in our previous travel trailer. We thought we wanted the big double door 12 cubic foot.
The more we researched on it and heard other people, that it just doesn't keep things as cool.
Doesn't keep things as cool. There's some problems with that one maybe. What we ended up with was 8 cubic feet, which is about 30% bigger than what we had in the travel trailer. We have an ice maker, and so, but we didn't have a bowl this trip to hold the ice, so the freezer's just been filling up with ice cubes. I think we can hold a week's groceries.
Yeah.
I think the size difference is a nice improvement. The heating and cooling systems, you know, we have 2 roof air conditioners. One, the front one has the heat pump. Very impressed with the system. Tiffin does something that a lot of the coaches don't do, but there is no hole through the roof with the air conditioner showing on the inside. It's all ducted through ductwork, and so you don't have the noise of the air conditioner. When it's running, it's not a whole lot different than being at the house.
I mean, you can hear the air running, but that's
yeah, I
about
mean,
it.
you hear air coming out the vent. The heat pump won't work when it gets very cold, but it's been a little chilly outside, and the heat pump's done a great job in here. Something about the air quality, it just feels like home. This coach came with the fantastic fan vents, one in the bathroom, one here in the living space, and boy, they work a lot nicer than the off-brand.
Oh, they do.
They really pull air through.
The next system we want to talk about is our tank. We filled up our water tank at the beginning, our freshwater tank. So it's been 3 days and it's still not empty. Haven't filled up our black tank yet. We're pretty happy about that. Neither our gray tank, and we've all taken showers and stuff. Could take another round if we wanted.
Looks like we still have maybe a third of a tank, or a quarter of a tank certainly. And we haven't been terribly conservative. Cindy's washed a lot of dishes. Cindy and I both taken 2 sets of showers, and the boys took a set of showers. And like Ethan just said, we probably could all 4 take another round. So we're not being very stingy with the water, and 3 days on the tank has been no problem at all.
Getting up in the middle of the night or just in the morning, the floor is actually not cold. It's It's very nice on the feet.
Yeah, you don't feel like you have to run out and get a pair of socks or anything real quick. I think because we have the full basement under here, that it keeps it a bit insulated from the cold. And yeah, the vent over the microwave when Cindy was cooking, boy, it really sucks. It really vents out what's in the kitchen. The screen door, it just doesn't feel like it's going to break every time you touch it. We don't want to sound uppity or snooty or, because it's a different tool for every job. And fact is, this cost a lot more than the trailer too. So it's not fair to compare. It's not apples to apples.
The only thing that I didn't like about this trailer is trying to hook up HDMIs to the TVs.
Yeah, we've got to figure that out. It's a complicated entertainment system.
Yes. It took the first night to get it hooked up, and then we had no sound, but I figured out the second day how to hook it up with sound.
Nice thing about having young boys, they'll figure out our technology issues pretty quick.
I'll put a finger right there.
Should call it the brown.
I wouldn't touch it.
I like the speed. Why's your finger in there?
Blocking it off.
Oh, there goes some toilet paper.
That was a lot.
All right. I like having the clear elbow.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not guessing as much. Here at the dump station, number one, very convenient to have water available to wash up afterwards right here. I don't have to go inside. Number two, the tanks dump just so much quicker than that travel trailer did, or even our first travel trailer. So I don't know what the difference is. Maybe these tanks are a little bit higher, a little bit more force from gravity. The whole tank's dumped in half the time the other tanks did, and the other tanks were half the size.
We hope that this video has given you folks some insight on whether or not to buy Class A. Thank you for joining us this time. This has been your daily, not so daily, somewhat daily Rollin' Ragu. See you next time.